So I get a lot of questions of what I carry in my bag. So this video is going to be all about what I carry with me to concerts. This is specifically concerts and touring with artists and stuff like that. So it'll work for weddings, anything else. I am a photographer and a videographer, so everything in this bag is geared towards photography and videography and keeping the least amount of equipment that I can carry with me, because obviously I don't want to be carrying a 100-pound backpack. So first off, this backpack, it's a Mindshift brand. It's called the Backlight, and it's a 26-liter backpack. The 26-liter means the size of it. It's a medium, you could say it's like a medium size. Do I know the brand? I have no idea. Story behind this, I went to Sammy's, I needed a backpack that fit my needs, found this one, and as of today, it's fit my needs. So Mindshift, there you go. Hats off to you guys. So first things first, the first pocket, what I carry in here, I carry a charger for my flash, just little miscellaneous objects that I toss in there. It's really cool. In this bigger backpack, in this bigger bag, I carry my laptop, MacBook. I carry my Ronin S in the front pocket, which is half of the Ronin S without the hilt. The hilt I carry inside. And I carry a GoPro Fusion for 360. Have yet to use it as much as I wish I could, but it's my 360 camera. Could get some cool shots with it. Also in this pocket, there's a bunch of little pockets in here that I can carry batteries and stuff. At the moment, I don't have nothing. My batteries are inside, so we're good. So that's what's in the first pocket, laptop and Ronin S. On the side pocket right here, I have my Joby GorillaPod. Comes in handy whenever you need a tripod and you don't want to be carrying a full-size tripod or even a little tripod, because they could get in the way, especially when you're traveling on airplanes. I carry my Joby. Also in this bag, I have this Mindshift water-resistant cover that it came with the backpack, which is really nice because this backpack is water resistant to some extent, but if you have holes like this zipper that's slightly open, water could get in there, so you cover it. Of course, if you have a camera backpack, you know exactly what this is. Every backpack comes with one. In this top pocket right here, I use it for my memory cards. My memory, I carry a ton of memory cards from different sizes, from 64 to 128. 128 is the one I use the most, but that's on another video. We'll talk about that. The side pocket right here, I use for water bottles. You know, it gets hot, carry a water bottle. That's pretty standard. It's a standard pocket. So let's get into the big pocket right here. This big pocket right here. The good thing about this backpack is that it opens from the back, so that there's no pickpockets trying to steal your stuff. You have to take off your backpack. The downside is you have to take off your backpack to access the inside pocket. That's the only thing that is a downside to this backpack, is you actually have to put your backpack down on the floor or something. First things first, the camera that I carry, A7 III. Attached to it is a 24-70, and it's always attached because I see that it's easier for me to just pull it out and be ready to shoot instead of having to take off the lens, put it back in, and all that kind of stuff. So this is ready to go. Also attached to it is the Ronin plate. I'm always ready to just mount onto the Ronin and ready to go, because you never know what situation you're gonna be in where you need to go fast. Backup camera, I always carry a backup camera just in case. You never know if something, hopefully nothing happens to your main camera, but I have a backup camera. This is 6500 and it goes right here, and it's small enough to fit anywhere, and it's not too expensive, so if something did happen to this, it wouldn't be painful. So lens number one is the 16-35. I love this lens. Aside of this 24-70, this is the other lens that I really love. It gives me the huge perspective of the arena whenever I shoot concerts. It gives me this massive wide shot. And also when you're up front with the artists, it just makes them look amazing, makes them look very heroic. So that's why I carry this 16-35. I used to shoot Canon, which is why it's a Canon lens, because I used to shoot Canon. Lens number two, I got an 85 Sony 1.8. It's a great lens, very inexpensive, relatively, and it gives you this nice compression. It gives you this nice bokeh that you can use for concerts and also for portraits. It's a great lens for the price. Lens number 3 is the Rokinon 50 1.4, which I come to love. I think is one of the lenses that I use the most. Why the Rokinon? Well, one of my buddies sold it to me for 200 bucks and it cost 500 bucks, which is why I went with this lens. But any 1.4 or any 1.8, even the Sony 1.8 that they sell, that's kind of like the little brother to this one, will work as long as you have a 50 mil. It's nice on a full frame, 50 mil on a full frame. You get this nice little compression, you get this nice depth of field, and you get a lot of light coming in, especially on a Ronin. When you use a Ronin with the 50 mil, it looks amazing. And fourth lens, this is a 16 to 70 Zeiss, super sharp lens, great autofocus. I use this one with the 6500 as a B cam, as a gimbal lens. It's a great lens. It's really lightweight. It has some heft to it. It feels nice. It's metal, so I carry that for the 6500. Also in my bag is my little microphone. The reason I went with the small one is because it's very compact. It fits in my bag, doesn't take up too much space. The bigger mic, don't get me wrong, has a better directional sound to it, but it just takes up too much space on my bag, and I don't have that luxury. Also in my bag is the Tascam DR10L. It's not in the bag right now because I'm using it as we speak to record this YouTube video, but I carry that. It's a lav that it records internally, and the reason I use it is in case anybody wants an interview or you got to do some sort of sound bites for radio or whatever it is. I work with an artist, so you never know when they're going to request audio, good audio. So I carry one of these just in case. Hardly use it every once in a while, but very handy to have. Doesn't take up too much space, so I can carry it with me. Another thing that I carry, of course, little puffer thing. It's to clean your lens. You always want to have one so you can clean your lens. You don't want to be rubbing dust on your lens, so you first, you know how to use one. Another thing on my bag, of course, you need an adapter. Since I do use some one Canon lens, which is the 16-35, I have an adapter, which is the MC11 Sigma. And the reason I bought this one is because if you have Sigma lenses, I do have a Sigma lens that I don't carry with me on tour because it's pretty big, but I do have it and I use it for video shoots. This Sigma lens allows you to do autofocus with your Sony, even though it's a Canon lens. So more on that in a future video. Also in this big pocket is my drone, which is the Mavic Pro. The drone comes in handy so you can get those really dynamic shots. It makes your videos look bigger than what they really are, and getting that perspective from that aerial perspective, flying and stuff. It's always nice to have those perspectives, and you never know when you're gonna need that perspective or when you think, oh man, that would have been a cool drone shot. So I carry it with me wherever I go, just in case I do see something like that. I'm thinking of upgrading to a different drone, the Mavic Mini, only because of regulations and space. So this is a little bigger. The Mavic Mini is probably half the size. The only downside is that it has a 1080p and it doesn't do 4K, but I think I can live with that for what I do on tour. So stay tuned on that. I might grab that Mavic Mini. Also in this, I have a dual charger. This is a Wasabi Power. It doesn't matter which charger you get, but the Wasabi Power has always been pretty reliable for me. It's a dual charger because you want to charge 2 batteries at the same time instead of charging one like the Sony does. And the A7 III for some reason doesn't come with a charger, so you have to charge it through the camera because it's not the pro camera. It's like a consumer camera. So I ended up picking up this dual charger, and it's amazing. You charge 2 at a time and you're pretty much set for the whole day. At least for me, I'll be set for the whole day with 2 batteries. In this pocket as well, I carry the Ronin handle with the little tripod that it comes with. And yeah, I just pull that out in there. I just leave it in there. It has enough space for that. So that's what I carry in this backpack. I think you've seen everything. Up here it has a little pockets and storage for stuff. I have a ND filter for the Mavic, and I have a tripod plate just in case I need it. But that's what I carry in this backpack. And then I also carry a second backpack. I carry this little satchel with me at all times. This is, I travel with this because it's easier to get around with a smaller backpack when you're doing concerts, when you're going through stores, when you're doing press release or whatever. This right here is easier to carry than that big old backpack, because that big old backpack, you have to take it off, you got to put it on the ground, you got to pull stuff out, and then you got to put it back on. With this one, I just unzip it, it's hanging next to you, you unzip it, and you have access to all the pockets. So which is why I carry this one. So I'll carry that one. Most of the time that one stays in the hotel or in the car, and this one comes with me, and I just put whatever I think I'm gonna need for that specific moment, and I put it in here. In here, I usually carry my camera and a few lenses, as well as in here I have a bunch of cables, iPhone cable, gotta charge my phone. A lot of times I do transfer straight to my phone from the camera, so I gotta keep my phone charged, and a bunch of USB cables, that you could charge your batteries with, or you could charge your camera with, or whatever you gotta do. So I could carry multiple of these on the side. Also in here, I carry my Osmo Pocket, because sometimes I don't have access to my Ronin S. Sometimes I don't have access to my Ronin S because it's in the backpack, or it's just gonna take too long for me to take it out. But there's a cool shot that I need with the gimbal. This does an amazing job at capturing those moments, and it's super small, compact. You pull it out, you're ready to record. You basically turn it on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's ready to go. It's already ready, and I'm ready to shoot. So, and it does 4K 60. Battery life is amazing. So I always carry this with me in this bag, ready to go for those quick gimbal shots that you can't, where you don't have the full gimbal. Also in here, another rain cover that's attached to the bag just in case it rains. You always want to be ready. I have another iPhone cable just in case the other one messes up. You never know. Batteries. I have my batteries in here. Since this bag is always with me, I have batteries in there that are ready to charged and ready to go. So I can just, if I can take them out and be ready to put the next battery. Also in here is a microfiber cloth. You know what this is? To clean your lens as well. So always carry one of these so that you're always ready to clean your lens, so you don't have spots on your lens. And I carry one of these little power adapters for the cables in case I gotta charge something. That goes in there. In here, in this bag with me when I'm on the run, I carry a few things in here. I carry a flash, the Godox V350S, and it's a great compact flash, but also it's rechargeable, and that's, I think, the biggest advantage to this is it has a rechargeable battery that you can just recharge and ready to go, and it lasts forever. I don't even remember the last time I charged this, and it's been like 2 weeks that I've been shooting with this, so it lasts forever. Also in the bag, I have, to go with the flash, I have the X Pro S, also Godox, and this just controls this off camera, which is great for on the fly portraits. You know, you have your camera over here, you just hold your flash over here on the side, and it creates like a side light instead of the normal front light. So this is pretty cool. So I carry this, and I carry 2 of these most of the time. The other one I carried in my luggage because sometimes I won't need it, but in the instance that it comes up, I have 2 of these. In here, I carry my SSD drive, super compact, and it's this one's specifically a 1 terabyte. So what I do is I offload onto my backup hard drive, and then I have space again on this one. So this is my travel drive. So I work with. Then also I have this for the MacBook. Obviously this is a little adapter, so you can put SD cards and USB and an HDMI. I carry one of these so I can transfer from the SD card to the hard drive. My MacBook charger. The MacBook's over there as well. Another thing that I carry in this bag is a trackball. A trackball for editing purposes. It's a lot easier to edit with one of these on an airplane than it is to do the little trackpad that it has on the MacBook, just because, you know, you're in a weird uncomfortable position and you're just like scrolling and it's a weird thing. Your finger starts to hurt, your thumb starts to hurt. It's just weird, and then you have to double tap. It's just a lot easier to have a trackball for me, and I would totally recommend it for anybody who's editing on the go. Trackball, so you don't have to move. You're locked down and you just move your thumb. Another thing that I carry here is a GVB gear light. This is the GVB PL12, and it's super bright. That's the beauty of it. It's such a tiny light. It's super bright. It's an amazing light. It's rechargeable, which I love about it. So you don't have to worry about having batteries or checking if they sell batteries at a store or whatever it is. So it's rechargeable and it lasts forever. I don't remember the last time I charged this, and it still has 3 bars, which is amazing. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. I might get like 2 more of these just to have a 3-point lighting if I needed it. But yeah, totally recommend having one of these. Lastly, in this bag, I carry a little pouch. This holds all my receipts for all my reimbursements and stuff. So before this, it was a hassle to have to like put the receipts in my wallet and keep track of them, or put them in my bag and be like, hey, where'd that receipt go, or whatever, right? Is that trash? Now I carry this little zipper pouch that I recommend if you're a traveling photographer. You're probably working for a client or something. You got to do a bunch of reimbursements. Well, here you go. This little zipper bag is perfect for that. Just carries all, keeps all your stuff organized, and you don't lose your receipts, so you don't lose money. So this is everything I carry in my bag. Of course, this is for photo and video. So if I was just doing photo, I'd have a lot more photo stuff, and if I was just doing video, I'd have a lot more video equipment. But I feel like this has provided me with all the tools that I need when I'm traveling and I'm shooting photography for an artist, or if I'm doing portraits on the run, or if I'm doing concert photography. This right here is everything that has helped me in my process. And of course, this is years of gathering equipment. This isn't something that I got overnight. This is years and years of just picking and choosing what I might need when I'm shooting things on the run. And it might change for you guys. It might be something different for you guys. Maybe you guys just need this camera and this lens, and you guys are good. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notifications button as well, so you guys can be the first ones to watch the next video. And also, if you guys have any recommendations or any concerns or any questions, make sure you write them in the comment section below so I can get to it. Maybe I'll make a video out of it if there's enough interest in that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.